And also you guys requested to see the face behind the camera more, so yep, this is me. Hey guys, wagwan, it's your girl Shanice, and I'm so excited to welcome you guys back to Jammin' Cuisine. If you're new, welcome, and thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go. Let's grow our Jammin' family together. Before we get into the video, I know you guys see I'm wearing my Jammin' Cuisine hat and apron. This is actually made by us. We actually have an embroidery business. It's called Beyond Average. It's spelled BYOND, so it's not the regular Beyond. But you guys can reach out to me via jammincuisine1@gmail.com if you want custom embroidery done on your hats, shirts, car seats, aprons, anything. And it's an incredible way to promote your business, especially fellow YouTubers like myself. So yeah, and also you guys requested to see the face behind the camera more, so yep, this is me. Okay, let's get right into it. So as you guys saw in the thumbnail, I will show you what I made for Thanksgiving. Now most of the recipes I already have videos out on, for example the curry goat, fried chicken, mac and cheese. But the big boss of Thanksgiving was actually the jerk turkey that I made. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Let's get right into it. Okay, let me just give you guys a quick look at what happened in the kitchen. We have the big bad jerk turkey, rice and peas, fried chicken, mac and cheese, of course, some curry goat. I didn't even get to make everything I wanted to make, but I think it's a good thing because this is more than enough food for just 2 people. So I seasoned all my meats the night before Thanksgiving. You want to get that all marinated. So let's go ahead and start working on the turkey. So I had already washed and cleaned my turkey off camera. I removed everything from the cavity, the excess fat, and it's all ready to go. I have around 1.5 cup of room temperature unsalted butter that I'm adding a heaping tablespoon of black pepper, smoked paprika, a tablespoon of ground ginger, allspice powder. It's the same as pimento seed. If you don't have the powder form, I think you can just blend the regular pimento seed and that should work. I'm also going in with a tablespoon of garlic, that's the black garlic powder, and a heaping tablespoon of jerk seasoning. I also went in with 4 tablespoons of jerk marinade. I'm using the mild. You can use a spicy one if you want to kick it up a little bit. Also, if you want to make your own jerk marinade, feel free to do so. I have a video on how to do that. I also added a tablespoon of salt and a tablespoon of dried thyme. We're just gonna mix that in really well. I also added a teaspoon of browning, and this is optional. I just like my chicken to have a darker color. I can't help it. It's the Jamaican in me. I'm also going to go in with 2 teaspoons of oil just to ensure that this mixture will be evenly distributed throughout our turkey. We're going to go ahead and add all this goodness to the turkey. Put the gloves on if you want to do that. And you want to make sure you get underneath the skins, but be careful not to rip the skin. You know, turn it over and get the back as well. We're going to wrap this up in some saran wrap and put it in the refrigerator until tomorrow. It should be well marinated. Now let's move on to the curry goat. I'm going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of turmeric. We're also going to add a tablespoon of curry powder. I'm also going to add a teaspoon of dried thyme, a tablespoon of black pepper, and a full pack of Sazon. That's my favorite seasoning. Listen, I use this in everything. I'm also going to add a tablespoon of adobo and a tablespoon of ground ginger. I'm going to follow that up by adding a teaspoon of salt and also a little bit of oil, just to make sure that the seasonings are evenly spread throughout our goat meat. And we're just gonna rub that in. I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag, and we're gonna set this to the side and move on to our chicken. And this is for the fried chicken that I will be making tomorrow. So I went in with a tablespoon of adobo seasoning. I'm also adding a tablespoon of ground ginger, a tablespoon of black pepper, Also a tablespoon of garlic powder, my Sazon. Y'all don't judge me. I'm gonna follow that up by adding a tablespoon of cayenne pepper, a little bit of oil, and then we're just gonna mix that in really well, and we're gonna put it in a Ziploc bag. And it should be well marinated for tomorrow, guys. So it's the morning of Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Now the first thing we're gonna work on is the turkey, of course, because it takes a very long time to cook, and we want to try to rest the turkey for the same amount of time we cooked it for. So let's jump right into it. Okay guys, so I ended up saving a drop of the seasoning mixture we made to season the turkey with, and to that I added some roasted garlic and herb sauce. So I added around 4 tablespoons of that to the remaining mixture, and that we're going to use to inject our turkey. And this is my favorite part about making a turkey. This is optional really, but it's going to ensure that your turkey is very juicy. So what I'm doing here is I'm adding some garlic. So I added 4 cloves of garlic to this mixture, and we're just gonna go ahead and inject our turkey. You can inject anywhere you prefer, but I'm really gonna be focusing on the breast part because, as you know, the breast tends to dry out faster. So now we're gonna stuff our turkey. I will not be going crazy with the stuffing. I'm just adding a large onion that I cut in half and around 7 stalks of thyme. Also, we're gonna add some more seasoning on top. I added some more jerk seasoning and some cayenne pepper, around a tablespoon of each. I'm also gonna add the remaining injectable on top, you know, just to give it some more flavor. And I'm gonna go in with some olive oil on top of my turkey. This is gonna prevent the butter from burning, as well as give our skin a crispier look and taste. Now we're gonna bake this turkey in our preheated oven. It should be at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or around 200 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes, just to give it some color, and then we're gonna come back and see how it's looking. On to our curried goat. Here I have around a tablespoon of hot olive oil. We're gonna go in with our goat, and we're just gonna let it sit for around 5 minutes until it gets fragrant. We're gonna burn the curry a little bit. After that, we're gonna go in with around 6 cups of hot water, and to that we're gonna add 5 to 6 stalks of thyme and around 4 cloves of garlic. Gonna let it sit on medium-high flame covered for around 40 minutes or until the water has dissolved completely. Now we're gonna take our turkey out the oven after that 10 minutes, and we're gonna baste it. Now we're gonna add some bacon, and I'm using beef bacon, but any bacon will work, or you can just skip this bacon part completely. So we're gonna cover the top with bacon, and this is really to protect the breast part because I don't want it to get too much color before the other parts of the turkey, and also for additional flavor, of course. We're gonna lower our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're gonna bake that for an hour. Now back to the goat. After that 40 minutes, I ended up adding 2 more cups of hot water to my curry goat. We're gonna add 2 carrots and a large potato. Cover that and allow it to simmer for an additional 30 to 40 minutes. And then let's see how the turkey is looking. So guys, I ended up putting aluminum foils on my wings because I forgot to tuck the wings. So please remember to tuck your wings before you start cooking your turkey. Now we're just basting religiously. I'm gonna put it back in the oven for an additional hour, and I'm gonna try to baste it every 15 minutes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and make a sauce that I will be using to brush my turkey once I take it out. I'm going in with a tablespoon of this jerk sauce that I have. I'm also gonna go in with a teaspoon of the roasted garlic herb injectable sauce, and I'm also gonna go in with a tablespoon of this cinnamon honey that I have. On to our mac and cheese. I went in with half stick of butter. We're gonna allow that to melt, and to that we're gonna add a cup of heavy whipping cream. We're gonna mix that in and make sure that it's combined really well. So to this I added a cup of grana padano cheese. I will also be using some extra sharp cheddar cheese as well as some Velveeta. I also seasoned my cheese mixture with salt, a tablespoon of black pepper, and a tablespoon of cayenne pepper. Be sure to taste as you're going along. And then we added our pasta, mixed that in really well. I added it to the baking dish. Then I added another layer of cheese on top. We're gonna add the remaining of our pasta, and then we're gonna top it off with some cheese. I'm gonna bake it in my 350 degrees Fahrenheit oven for around 15 minutes. We're gonna take it out and add some more of our grana padano cheese, or Parmesan cheese will work instead, along with some parsley. I'm gonna put it back inside the oven and bake it for an additional 15 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and brush that sauce we made on top of it, and then I'm gonna pop it back inside the oven for an additional 30 to 40 minutes. We're gonna finish this goat by adding some bell peppers and some onions. Red onions or white onions will do, and we're gonna simmer this on low. And then we're gonna move on to our candied yams. 1.5 cup of white sugar, 1.5 cup of brown sugar, vanilla extract, ground cinnamon, nutmeg. I do have a video on how to make candied yams. I posted it like 2 weeks ago. It's more in depth, so you guys go check that out. So by this time our turkey is all finished. I cooked it for a total of around 2 hours and 30 minutes to 40 minutes. You just want to ensure that your internal temperature is at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're just brushing our sauce on it some more, and then we're gonna set it to the side and allow it to rest for at least 2 hours. This is gonna ensure that all the juices come back in the turkey, guys. Hey guys, let's fry some chicken. It's so much easier when you season everything the night before. It's easier, it's less hectic, it's well seasoned, and I'm not running around the kitchen like a headless chicken. So season your meat beforehand, guys. So at this time everything is finished or almost finished. My rice and peas is going. I didn't get a chance to record my rice and peas, but I will make a video for you guys pretty soon. So this is how we're looking, guys. We're all finished. My turkey isn't burnt, by the way, if you're wondering. It's a jerk turkey, so this is how it's supposed to look, guys. This is the second year I'm making this. It's gonna be our new tradition because we love it so much. And once I add some more of that sauce on top of the entire turkey, it's gonna look even more beautiful. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We have so much to be thankful for, so let's just keep that positive, grateful attitude as we approach the ending of the year. And I appreciate all the love and support I've been receiving. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting. You guys stay safe, walk good. Until next time.